Welcome to the Lexus Guest Experience Center in Kochi, the newest in India and the largest in South Asia. Now, Lexus's guest experience centers, they are very different from the traditional car dealership. No two look alike. They don't use a standardized template across all dealerships. In fact, all the GECs, they use elements from the local culture. In the case of Kochi, they're using traditional elements from Kerala's boat making past, and of course, unique elements from the Lexus spindle grille. We are here for the first Evo India meetup of 2023, where fans of Evo India and Lexus can get up close and personal with the cars and SUVs. The focus of the GCs is on omotenashi, which translates into exceptional hospitality. And that's what we aim to give our guests. And of course, check out the cars and SUVs on display. We have the ES, we have the LS, we have the full electric UX, we also have the NX outside. So it is going to be a fabulous time out here. The meetup was a roaring success with fans coming from far and wide. They spent time with the cars and SUVs, got an exclusive tour around the GEC, indulged in coffee and conversations with the Evo India editors, shared stories from the road, and had a great time with fellow enthusiasts. The passion for cars and for the Lexus brand in particular is clearly evident here in Kerala, and that's why to celebrate Earth Day, we are taking the NX 350H on a road trip through Kerala. That's coming up, and towards the end of this episode, we're going to tell you how you can win cool Lexus and Evo India merchandise in our Earth Day contest. Now, luxury and sustainability might seem like contradictory themes, but in reality, it is possible for them to not just coexist, but thrive together. Luxury doesn't need to be shunned, and brands today are showcasing how you can enjoy the finer things in life while being thoughtful towards the environment. It starts from the moment you get inside the car. This is a hybrid electric vehicle, so obviously it has the engine, but it also has an electric motor and batteries, and it can get going in pure electric mode, silently, quietly, and with zero emissions. What a brilliant way to start our Earth Day special and set the tone for what's to come. One of the biggest advantages of being electrified is the silent motoring at low speeds. Now, for Kochi, it is the old part of town. The roads are narrow and there is no space to pick up much speed. Here, I spend a lot of time in pure electric mode, and it's only when the batteries get depleted or say I need a little bit more power, that's when the engine kicks in to supplement things. Fort Kochi has beautiful luxury hotels, and we are heading to the Old Harbour Hotel, which shares a similar outlook to luxury. They too focus hugely on sustainability. Let's go check out what they do. The Old Harbour Hotel is at the forefront of sustainable luxury travel. While being uncompromising on the luxury front, they undertake several sustainability initiatives, including not using single-use plastics, sourcing food locally, preserving local flora and fauna, and with a real focus on the community and conservation. We catch up with them to understand how these themes can be managed together.
As a hotel, for us, sustainable tourism is very important. So we have a zero usage of plastic policy. We have rainwater harvesting. We source most of our products locally, and all the linen and fabric we use are hand woven.
Offsetting your carbon impact is hugely important, and in a bid to push for carbon neutrality, Lexus plants trees for every car and SUV that they sell in the country. So far, over 30,000 trees have been planted to offset the long-term average carbon emissions of each and every Lexus that has been sold in the country. There's even a tree with my name on it because we test so many Lexus cars and SUVs. And now, let's hit the open road. I think this is a good time to talk about the car that I'm driving. The NX, this is Lexus's luxury crossover. And staying with the Lexus electrified strategy, this too is a hybrid electric car. The engine itself, it makes 187 bhp and 239 Newton meters of torque. But it is combined with a hybrid electric system with two motors, one on the front and one on the rear axle. And the total system output, that is 243 bhp. The hybrid system is great because it allows you to combine real performance with real efficiency. For example, the acceleration, it is really quick. Step on it and it gets to 100 kilometers per hour in 7.7 seconds. So that is quick. Then the other advantage of being electrified is the responsiveness, that instant torque from the electric motor. All of this makes progress effortless. And then there is also the fuel efficiency. As tested by ARAI, the fuel efficiency is 18.32 kilometers to the liter. And on this drive, with all the winding roads and uphill, downhill, all of that put together, we got between 15 and 16 kilometers to the liter. En route, we passed the Kochi airport, which too is at the forefront of sustainability, being fully powered by solar energy. Close to 50,000 solar panels over 45 acres currently generate 40 megawatts of power, and it makes the airport fully self-sufficient. The setup is particularly impressive, and it showcases how sustainability can exist along with the very real need for air travel. The more time I spend in the cabin of the NX, the more I enjoy it. The dashboard concept, it is really nice, very well crafted, very well designed. Lexus, they call this the Tazuna concept. Now, Tazuna, it means reins of the horse in Japanese. And the idea is that you get the feeling that you are immersed in the cockpit, that you have complete control over everything that is happening. The large 14-inch screen, that dominates the cabin, and it has nice, crisp displays. But what I really like is the fact that you have physical controls for the things that you use very often, like the aircon controls, like the volume control, even the rotary dial for the different driving modes. These physical buttons really uplift the cabin. Then there's the digital instrument cluster, very nicely done and very engaging. Hybrids, they're generally very complicated drivetrains, and there's a lot of information coming at you. But the NX, it nicely filters everything out and communicates exactly what you need, and very effectively. The information, it comes at you in a very user-friendly manner. And then there is also the head-up display, and that ensures that you keep your eyes on the road but still have access to all the information that you need. The insides are suitably luxurious. The fit and finish levels are top-notch, and everything feels built to a very high quality standard. But on the inside, it is worth noting that the materials used are sustainable. For example, the luggage compartment trims are made from recycled plastic. The soundproofing materials are recycled. The speakers are made from sustainable bamboo, and the seat cushions, they are made from a foam derived from castor seeds. In fact, Lexus even uses recycled steels in the construction of their cars, and that reduces the overall impact. In fact, the level of craftsmanship is top-notch. After all, every Lexus is crafted by Takumi masters, master craftsmen with an unbelievable eye for detail. They combine traditional artisanship with modern engineering to create cars that are impossible not to fall in love with. The best part of the NX though has to be the way it drives. It genuinely has dynamic ability. The so-called Lexus driving signature delivers considerably better dynamics than the outgoing NX. The center of gravity is 20 mm lower, and the cornering speeds that it can carry is properly eye-opening. And then if you want even more dynamic ability, there is the F-Sport variant. The F-Sport, it gets adaptive dampers in addition to the front and rear strut braces to improve the torsional rigidity. And you definitely notice the excellent body control when hustling it. Even the steering is sharp, and the F-Sport, it gets an additional Sport Plus mode that quickens everything up. And of course, I must point out that you also get all-wheel drive, courtesy the second electric motor on the rear axle that puts out 54 bhp and 121 Newton meters of torque. This enhances the cornering performance, particularly to give it the torque steer effect on the rear axle, where it pushes the outside rear wheel, helps the NX turn better, gives it added agility, and of course helps it carry the serious cornering speeds. Vagamon is a hill station situated in the hilly Idukki district and is dominated by tea plantations. It is a great alternative to Munnar that is accessible from Kochi and isn't as commercial. After slicing up the hills to Vagamon, now you just want to relax, and that's where the back seat of the NX comes into play. There is a good amount of space. The seats are soft, yet they are supportive and properly luxurious. You can recline the backrest angle, put down the central armrest, crank up the tunes on the fantastic Mark Levinson sound system. The sunroof, it lets in a lot of light and air into the cabin, and this feels properly luxurious. It will sit in EV mode for the most part, but then the transition to petrol power, it is smooth, it is seamless. You can barely hear or feel it. You can tell that a lot of work has been done in the refinement of the engine, in the sound insulation, in the way that everything is put together to just enhance that overall luxury experience. In places like these, the silence that the car offers you is respectful of the places that you are visiting. It is serene. You aren't creating a ruckus. You aren't making a nuisance out of yourself. You aren't disrupting the ecology of these places. Luxury can also be responsible. As I'm being driven back to Lexus Kochi, the clear realization dawns that you can enjoy the finer things in life while being a responsible citizen. Every kilometer traveled behind the wheel of a Lexus is a cleaner one, and the hybrid tech is to thank for that. And there's no reason to shy away from this tech, since Lexus, they offer an 8-year hybrid battery warranty in India. However, the next step is upon us, and we can expect many EVs to follow from Lexus in the next few years. Another step towards responsible luxury. However, there's no taking away from hybrids. They are the bridge to that future in the here and now. The NX350H is so impressive, particularly because it does things sustainably. And now, let me tell you about our Earth Day special contest. We are calling all artists, graphic designers and fans to design a livery for the NX350H. And all the details of the contest are on our website evoindia.com. The shortlisted finalists will win cool merchandise from Lexus and Evo India. And of course, the winning submission gets the honor of that design wrapping the NX350H. And of course, the winner also gets a very special experience from the Lexus Life catalog. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, this Earth Day, plant a sapling and be environmentally responsible.